I lower the weapon, finding the switch and shutting it off. I reach up and pull off my mask as well, holding it at my side. I thought you might be able to use some backup about now, but it looks like you have things under control. Minutes away from screwing things up, but cheers, Blue. He caught me off guard, but he went down pretty quick. I could use some cuffs, though. No problem. Blue comes the rest of the way into the clearing and hands me his handcuffs. Thanks, Blue. I kneel down and put the cuffs on the still unconscious JJ. Then Blue helps me up. You look a bit stiff. Are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. I just slammed my knee into the concrete a while ago, but otherwise I'm good. I'm sure you'll be fine. You know, just brave your way through it, I guess? I don't know. I'm glad. Me too, so how did you find me? Your car has a tracker. I've been keeping tabs on you like the chief wanted, and I saw you stop here. I've heard of JJ. He's a compulsive con man and smuggler. He's been trying to get ahead by any means necessary, so I was afraid for the worst. I guess thanks for telling me about this beforehand. Well, I appreciate it. Anytime, V. Blue smiles warmly at me and my stomach does a weird flip-flop. I've said before, I wish there was no romance between these two. The game would be better off for it. Also, I love... are we still not going to, point out that we took off our microphone when that bloke was trying to speak to us? Yeah, the garage worker. I'd love to know what excuse we're going to make for that. I look back down at JJ to distract myself. He whimpers quietly, so I know he's regained consciousness. Kick him in the head. Do you think he'll talk? I don't know, but we might as well give it a try before we hand him over to the enforcers. I already called it in, but we still have a few minutes before they get here. Hey, wake up! What? You're an informer for the Bureau? Yeah, I'll go with that. What do you want from me now? You didn't get enough? Blue looks over at me, nods indicating that I should be the one asking the questions. No, not really. I want to know what you have to do with all of this. I have the feeling you're involved in more than just the black market. Ain't that the truth? I don't know what to tell you. Let's start here. Were you involved in any of the burglaries that have been taking place recently in the inner city? You seem to have a sticky finger problem. I might know something about that if you do a little something for me, that is. Let's just remember what happened. I will snap your neck if you do that again. So, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. No way in hell. I've seen this agent before. He tends to get downright grumpy when people don't answer questions. It's true, I do. It's not pretty. Okay, now you're having a gun pointed at you. Will you tell us more? Whoa, ease up, alright, I'll tell you. Thank you. So, yeah, I might know something about the robberies that have been going down. I heard some whispers on the wind. And nothing, man, that's all I've got. I'm not an idiot. I know you've been cutting some big deals lately. Radios, computers, machina parts, the works. Machina parts? Blue has said that JJ was up and coming, but that was bigger than I was expecting. You've got it all wrong. I'm just a lowly middleman. The people I work for have all the control. I just do what I'm told. Oh yeah? Do they control you into murdering people too? What? The way I see it, the last burglary that took place ended in a murder. You ever heard of Al Grange? I reckon you have. I've heard of him. Is that because you killed him in his home? Maybe he walked in on you taking some stuff? Maybe you walked in on him accidentally while you were trying to find out what he had in his study. Let's say hypothetically I did that job. Okay? Let's say hypothetically we're not the fairest of police officers who don't exactly need a trial to send you down. That's not the cleverest thing to say. Okay? Hypothetical me didn't see Grange. Hypothetically he wasn't home. That's not what our lab guys said when they recreated what took place at the crime scene. So much for me fucking asking these questions. So either you're lying or you're lying, and I tend to believe them over a low-life tech dealer. Just as Blue says this, the enforcers arrive. They pull JJ to his feet and march him towards the fence. They've cut the padlock off and pulled it open. Sitting right outside the fence is an enforcer van as well as several other vehicles. As they front march him towards the van, he shouts back towards Blue and I really didn't kill him. I don't know what you're talking about. That's not my business. You're going to regret framing me for this. Dude, you're going to be in jail for like your whole life. It won't matter. Whatever. JJ continues to shout, but his shouts are muffled behind the van door as it shuts behind him. Blue turns to me. What do you think? I think he definitely did it, but why? What do you think? I don't know, I'm not sure I buy it. His business is all about stealth and avoiding prison. Leaving a trail of bodies doesn't really fit with that. He admitted to being there, though, hypothetically. Blue laughs. Yes, hypothetically, but who else would have done it? Besides, no one says it was premeditated. He probably just walked in on Grange accidentally. That would explain the mess in the study. Probably not true. Almost certainly not true the way they're putting it, but whatever. Yeah, you're probably right. Anyway, we'll sort it out, yeah. So, what did the kind send you here for anyway? Oh, I was looking for something. For some reason, I don't want to tell Blue exactly what I came here looking for. He's gonna fucking find out when you fill in the report. I feel like there's more to this beacon than Sam is letting on, but I don't want to get Blue's hopes up, or get him sucked into anything that doesn't end up panning out. But I don't think he has it. Shame. Well, you want to meet me back at HQ? I have a few things to do down there. Maybe we could grab a drink and debrief or something. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. I'll meet you there soon. Blue waves off and walks towards his car, which is parked next to mine. I watch him drive off. Oh, sorry, my microphone just happened to slip out. Is that going to be our excuse? After Blue is out of sight, I turn around and walk swiftly back towards JJ's warehouse. When I reach the building, I head for the door off to one side. Luckily, it's unlocked and I creak it open and walk carefully inside. It's a lot larger than it looks on the outside, and it's filled with all kinds of paraphernalia. Paraphernalia, even. But there's one thing that sticks out like a sore thumb, a busted up metal rod lying haphazardly in the middle. I walked over to the pole and quickly recognized it as the missing lamppost from the parking lot. There you are. I walk towards where the light of the lamppost would be and notice a slightly rusting round piece holding it together. Gripping it with all my might, I turn it with a loud screech. To my surprise, the whole top portion slides off, glass and all, revealing an unusual cylindrical device wedged into the pole. It's gunmetal grey with a smooth exterior and almost looks like a giant pill. There we go, finally. Just don't take it. I know about your past. I disconnect the thick umbilical cord. I wanted to say umbilical. I was like, hang on, that's not a word. Umbilical from beneath it and heave it into my arms, noting that it's much heavier than it looks. I walk jauntily towards the exit, hoping not to run into anyone on my way out. I make my way through the maze of junk and back to my fence. I pull the beacon down and... I swear I've read that. I pull the beacon down and open the trunk of my car. On one side of my trunk I notice a blinking red light. Never seen that before. It must be the tracker that Blue activated to find me. He put it on the side of your fucking car. That could be stolen so easy. It's a blinking red tracker. At least fucking put it inside the trunk. I lift the beacon into the car and slam the trunk shut. I should go meet Blue before he gets worried. Maybe I should tell him about the beacon. No, not yet. Actually, I should go and see Sam before I meet Blue. You should! I don't want him to become suspicious. There's a possibility that I can use him as an inroad to figure out what Zala and her crew are up to. I get into my car and pull away from JJ's. Bolt's Auto looks abandoned when I pull up. The two large garage doors which were open this morning are closed, and it's dark inside the shop. I'm sure he'll be there. I checked the time on my dash. It's only late afternoon, and any normal business would definitely still be open. Not a normal business, though, is it? I get out of my car and head towards the small side door which leads to the office. I twist the door handle and it opens easily. Hello, Sam, are you here? I walk out onto the darkened garage floor. There's still no sign of Sam, or anyone else for that matter. The car he was working on earlier is gone, and two more sit in its place. One up on the lift and the other with its hood up. He bothers to replace cars. That is so much effort. Is he going to be standing there going, why did you disconnect so easily? I head towards the back of the shop, still nothing sighing. I walk back towards the office. Where did he go? I think he's probably here. He's just seeing what you're doing. And why did he leave before I came back? Maybe he heard more of the conversation with JJ than I thought he did and made a break for it. Crap, he was my best chance of figuring this all out. I walk out of the office and back towards my car, but before I can get all the way there, I stop dead. The trunk of my car is open, and even from here I can see that the tech is gone. What on earth? I run to the car and poke around in my trunk just to be sure, even though I know that someone took it. I look around again. How did they get into my trunk, and who? How did they even know that the beacon was there? Maybe the tracking thing on the side of the car wasn't from fucking Blue. I walk around to the left side of the garage where I assume there's just a solid wall. Surprisingly, there's a small side door positioned near the back of the garage. I walk towards it. Just as I'm about to reach for the door handle, the door pops open. I jump back in surprise. Sam pokes his head out. What the? In here. I recover from my surprise and duck into the side door behind Sam. Not even underground. It's a side door. You scared the hell out of me. Someone took the beacon from my car. Oh, that was me. Just wanted to hook it up. I was looking for you. Why didn't you just wait? Does it matter? You nearly made me have a heart attack. So much for being cool under pressure. We re-enter the main area of the garage, and Sam stops near what looks like an electric breaker box. You did what I sent you to do. Well done. Zala's team could definitely use someone like you. It's fucking coincidental, isn't it? Are you sure? From what you pulled back there, it seemed like you don't exactly trust me. Well, there are still a lot of unknowns. Even when you are a mechanic, there's still a lot of risk of you being loyal to a different repair shop. There's a lot of competition. We don't all see eye to eye about certain things, so I didn't want to take any chances. As I said, I've never been involved with the Resistance, but... The garage! Jesus. When I heard about Zala, well, I had to see what all the fuss was about. Everything you're saying does check out. I ran a trace and it matches your story. Does that mean I'm in? I guess it does. Welcome aboard. You could at least smile. Sam pulls open the metal door of the breaker. He flicks some switches and I hear a loud buzzing noise. He looks like a mad scientist. I've installed the beacon on the roof. Better brace myself. Yourself. This thing puts out an unstable magnetic field when it's winding up. Oh, goody. Exactly how powerful is this thing? Powerful enough to track a Selenon. In other words, you'd better make sure your bowels are clenched. Good. Well, I didn't hear any shitting ourselves noises, so it can't be too bad. He presses a large button and the building shakes. I suddenly hear an ominous series of pops from my mask. What a rush, huh? This is ancient tech at its finest. This is all very exciting, but you know what? I think I have to be going. Yeah? I break out into a cold sweat under my mask as my voice begins to sound like a telescreen with no reception. Did you say something? No, I think I should probably be going. Huh? Should have thought about that, really, with the magnetic field. Well, I need to contact Zala and organize a rendezvous. I really have to... I grip my face in desperation, but my vision is getting worse and worse by the second. I can hardly see where their exit is. Are you sure okay? You don't need a cough drop? No problems. A horrible screech emanates from my mouth, and I try to cover it to avoid being heard. Underneath the mask, I can smell something burning. It's the fucking magnetic field. Just get out of there. But it's a Faster Minds game. He's probably not going to find out. I have no choice but to run regardless of whether or not I can see. I try to stumble out the door but end up whacking into Sam instead. We both topple clumsily to the floor, his face pressing against my cleavage. I fucking swear if there's a dumb CG for this in which he's bumbling... To my horror, the mask detaches, hitting the ground with wince-inducing crack and the sound of electrical sparks. I cover my face and attempt to pick it up, but it's too late. Sam has already gotten a glimpse of the real me. Fuck me. He really did find out. Don't look. I guess this is kind of awkward. Sam crawls backwards embarrassedly, adjusting his glasses, which have half fallen off his face as well. You're Violet, aren't you? What am I, world renowned? Apparently. Who's asking? Zala was right, there really is a Violet. The way he regards me, you'd think he just found Santa Claus. What are you playing at, kid? He gets up, reaching for the panel, but I quit quickly for my gun. And just as I begin to aim it, he presses a button, and it flies out of my hands, landing on a large metal piece sitting half away across the garage. Whoa, let's not do anything rash here, I mean you no harm. For some reason I highly doubt that. For some reason I also highly doubt that. Look, before you try and arrest me, there's something you really need to see. Why is he trying to help me? Sam pushes another button on the same control panel and a panel the size of a door opens in the garage floor, leading down to some sort of basement. I'm not one for mysterious staircases. What's down there? Let's go for the neutral option because this shit just ain't fucking moving. Something that you need to see. I don't trust that this isn't a trap. If you're going to try and kill me, I'd much prefer we just get it over with. I don't intend on killing you unless you give me no other choice. I think we could be useful to one another, in fact. Useful how? The information I've managed to gather using the beacon you brought back has answered some questions for me, and I think they will for you as well. Well, I have to show you, it's down there. He indicates the passageway to the basement. I still don't trust him, but I can sense he's telling the truth, at least for now. Fine, but they're expecting me back at the bureau, so don't get any funny ideas. I wouldn't dare. Yeah, this doesn't look ominous in any sense of the word.